Welcome to the world of high society, where appearances are everything and diamonds can cut deeper than any blade. The air in the exclusive Beverly Hills Country Club was thick with a scent of expensive perfume and the murmur of hushed conversations. Eleanor Vance, wife of the tech titan Silas Vance, moved through the crowd with the effortless grace of a seasoned swan. She was a vision in emerald green, her diamond necklace catching the light like 1,000 stars. But beneath the flawless facade, a storm was brewing. Enter Chloe Dubois, the social media sensation turned fashion mogul. Chloe, with her whirlwind of designer labels and a social media following that could rival a small country, had burst onto the scene like a comet, leaving a trail of bewildered glances and whispered gossip in her wake. Eleanor, accustomed to being the queen bee of this social circle, felt a tremor of unease. Chloe was a different breed of predator, ambitious, ruthless, and armed with a social media arsenal that could destroy reputations with a single, well-placed post. The first skirmish occurred at the charity gala. Chloe, arriving late and dramatically, had deliberately upstaged Eleanor by wearing a dress that was an almost identical shade of emerald green. The whispers started then, insidious and swift. Who's trying to copy who? Is that an homage or a hostile takeover? Eleanor, outwardly composed, felt a surge of icy anger. This was a declaration of war. The whispers turned to murmurs, then to outright snide comments on Chloe's social media pages. Love the emerald, darling. So, classic. One particularly cutting post read, accompanied by a photo of Chloe from the gala, strategically cropped to highlight a small imperfection in her makeup. Eleanor recognized the hand of Chloe's rival, Tiffany Sterling, a socialite known for her sharp tongue and even sharper elbows. The war had escalated. Chloe, however, was not one to be outmaneuvered. She retaliated with a series of perfectly orchestrated social media campaigns, showcasing her philanthropic endeavors, her impeccable taste, and her relatable connection with her millions of followers. Eleanor, despite her vast fortune, had never cultivated such a devoted online following. Her attempts to counter Chloe's charm offensive felt clumsy, forced. The tension reached a fever pitch at the annual society ball. Eleanor, determined to reclaim her position, commissioned a breathtaking gown from the legendary couturier, Madame Dubois. The dress, a masterpiece of silk and diamonds, was the talk of the town. But Chloe, ever the disruptor, arrived wearing a daring, avant-garde creation that instantly stole the show. The photographers swarmed Chloe, their cameras flashing. Eleanor, standing unnoticed in a corner, felt a wave of dizziness. This wasn't just a social battle anymore. It was a war for relevance, a fight to maintain her status in a world that was rapidly changing. And Chloe, with her uncanny ability to manipulate the zeitgeist, was winning. The society ball marked a turning point. Chloe, emboldened by her victory, began to encroach on Eleanor's territory. She donated generously to charities that Eleanor patronized, subtly overshadowing her contributions. She even started attending exclusive social events that had previously been Eleanor's exclusive domain, always arriving late, always making a grand entrance, and always stealing the spotlight. Eleanor, once the epitome of grace and poise, was starting to crack. Sleep eluded her. Her appetite dwindled. The constant pressure, the relentless social media scrutiny, was taking its toll. Silas, preoccupied with his company's latest venture, was oblivious to his wife's growing distress. One evening, while scrolling through Instagram, Eleanor stumbled upon a series of anonymous posts targeting her. Phony philanthropist, one post sneered. Behind the diamonds, there's nothing but a cold, calculating heart. The accusations were vicious, and they resonated with a disturbing truth. Eleanor, in her pursuit of social dominance, had lost sight of what truly mattered. A desperate plan began to form in her mind. A plan that would not only silence her tormentor but also reclaim her dignity and restore her tarnished reputation. It was a risky gamble, a dangerous game of chess played on the grandest of stages. But Eleanor Vance, once a queen on the verge of being dethroned, was ready to fight back. The whispers had morphed into a full-blown scandal. The anonymous posts, fueled by Khloé's subtle social media nudges, had snowballed, painting Eleanor as a cold, uncaring figure hiding behind a mask of philanthropy. Her carefully cultivated image, built on years of charitable donations and carefully orchestrated public appearances, was crumbling. Panic set in. Eleanor, once the epitome of grace under pressure, found herself spiraling. Sleep became a distant memory, replaced by nights of tossing and turning, replaying the vicious online attacks in her mind. Silas, initially dismissive of his wife's concerns, began to notice the change. Her vibrant energy had been replaced by a haunted look, her laughter replaced by a weary sigh. Desperate, Eleanor sought solace in the arms of an unlikely ally, Olivia Sterling, Tiffany's estranged younger sister. Olivia, a budding social media influencer herself, was disgusted by her sister's ruthless tactics. She saw in Eleanor a kindred spirit, a woman unfairly targeted by the viciousness of the social media age. Olivia, with her insider knowledge of Khloé's social media strategies, offered Eleanor a lifeline. She suggested a bold counteroffensive, a move that would not only silence Khloé, but also expose her manipulative tactics to the world. It was a risky proposition, a gamble that could either destroy Eleanor or catapult her back to the top of the social ladder. But Eleanor, cornered and desperate, was ready to play. Eleanor, fueled by a newfound determination, embraced Olivia's plan. Their first move was to infiltrate Khloé's inner circle. Olivia, with her charm and social media savvy, quickly gained Khloé's trust, becoming her confidant. Through Olivia, Eleanor gained access to Khloé's carefully orchestrated social media campaigns, her private conversations, and her most closely guarded secrets. The information was damning. Khloé, behind the facade of philanthropy and compassion, was a ruthless businesswoman who exploited her followers for profit. Her charitable donations were often little more than elaborate marketing campaigns designed to boost her brand and inflate her ego. Armed with this knowledge, Eleanor began to counterattack. She subtly leaked information to select members of the press, planting seeds of doubt about Khloé's authenticity. She commissioned a series of anonymous social media posts, highlighting Khloé's questionable business practices and her manipulative tactics. The effect was immediate. Khloé's carefully constructed image began to crumble. Her followers, once captivated by her charm, started to question her motives. The tide of public opinion was turning. Khloé, sensing the shift, lashed out. She unleashed a barrage of online attacks, accusing Eleanor of jealousy and desperation. She even attempted to discredit Olivia, painting her as a traitor and a social climber. But it was too late. The damage was done. Khloé's reign of terror was coming to an end. The final showdown arrived at the annual Visionaries Gala, a prestigious event that attracted the crème de la crème of society. Eleanor, radiant in a breathtaking gown, arrived with Silas, her confidence restored. Khloé, visibly shaken by the recent scandals, attempted to maintain her composure, but her forced smile couldn't mask the anxiety in her eyes. As the night progressed, the tension in the room was palpable. Then, just as the dessert course was being served, a series of explosive revelations erupted. A prominent tech journalist, tipped off by Eleanor, published a scathing exposé on Khloé's business practices, detailing her exploitative tactics and her disregard for ethical conduct. The news spread like wildfire. Whispers turned to gasps, then to outright murmurs of disgust. Khloé, cornered and humiliated, found herself ostracized by the very people she had so desperately sought to impress. Eleanor, watching from a discreet corner, felt a sense of vindication. She had not only defended her honor but also exposed the dark underbelly of the social media age, where appearances often masked a far more sinister reality. The incident served as a stark reminder that true power and influence were not measured by social media followers or the number of likes. They were earned through genuine kindness, authentic connections, and a commitment to making a real difference in the world. Eleanor, humbled by the experience, vowed to use her platform to support genuine causes, to champion authenticity, and to inspire others to rise above the noise and embrace the true meaning of success. The war was over, and Eleanor Vance had emerged victorious, not just as a social victor, but as a woman who had reclaimed her integrity and redefined her own definition of success.